Welcome, Sagittarius, to your Tarotscope for March 2016. This reading is for you if your sun, moon, or rising signs are in the sign of Sagittarius. I'm continuing to focus on the collective energy of Sagittarius as I shuffle the cards. It's my intention to look forward into the month of March 2016. The first card we're going to draw is going to talk about how you're feeling heading into this new month. And we have the Four of Cups. I feel like for you, there's been one primary situation or issue or problem in your life that has really been taking all of your focus. And whether that's making a big life transition or caring for somebody that you love or starting a new career or schooling path, I think for each one of you it's different. But there's been some sort of big situation that's been really taking and it's requiring you to put all of your focus towards that. Now that's been good, that's been part of your growing and your lessons right now. However, I feel like we're moving into a new energy. You're leaving, not completely leaving that project or whatever it is behind, but there is going to be room for you to put some of your energy towards other things. Now, I think for some of you, this may be a little bit overwhelming because for the past month or 2 months or 3 months, you've really you haven't needed to think about other things in your life. You haven't needed to put so much intention towards other goals or other projects because it's been so clear where to set your energy. There's been this one situation that is requiring all of your focus. So for now, it's a little bit of an interesting process for you coming to a place where now that one situation, that one thing doesn't take all of your energy, doesn't require all of your focus. Now you suddenly have more energy, you have more focus, and you're able to start some of those other things that you haven't really felt like you had time for as of late. I think for some of you this will be a little daunting. I think at the same time it will be exciting too, and it's definitely a big part of your lessons at the moment to really keep your eyes open for opportunities that kind of encourage you to look at other situations in your life, because now your focus isn't completely absorbed by this one situation or experience that has been ruling your life in the near past. Card number 2 is going to be talking about the general forecast for the month ahead. So your general forecast, Sagittarius, for the month of March. And we have the Ace of Wands. So there's the new projects that you'll be starting. So we're moving out of that old energy, and like I said before, it was appropriate for you. It was where you needed to be, that you were completely absorbed by this one project or situation. However, now you're having much more life force energy available to you because you aren't putting it all and you aren't directing it all towards one person, place, or thing. So for you, this is going to be a big month of new beginnings and new projects. If you choose to tap into this energy, it's a really great month to start a new career, to start a new creative project, a new learning opportunity, a new schooling opportunity, anything that gets that passion ignited inside of you. So this is something that really ignites that fire in your belly. And if you choose to, you can really take advantage of this energy and use it to motivate you to start those projects and to start those things that maybe you keep finding reasons to put it on the back burner. So for you, I think in your head, you've really been keeping a list of like, oh, I want to try that, or I want to start this, or I have this idea. But there's been that one project or whatever it is that has really been absorbing all of your focus. That word just keeps coming up for me, absorbing. So now it's time for you to start some of those things that you keep putting on the back burner. It's time to put your intention and focus into these projects. And as you're listening to this reading, whatever you're thinking about right now, that's the project, that's the thing that wants your attention. So that's your intuition talking, and definitely listen to that. Card number 3 is going to talk about your upcoming challenges for this month, and we have the 6 of Swords. So for most of you, I see this card as being that part of us that wants to stay stuck. In all of us, there is this energy that just wants to keep us safe. And a lot of times that energy is what contributes to us being stagnant or being at a standstill. The 6 of Swords really represents not so much depression, but almost that low-grade melancholy, that nothing's wrong, but nothing's really right. Kind of a small case of the blues. So for you, I feel like you will have time periods this month where you do feel a bit low energy, where you do feel a bit fatigued, where you do beat yourself up a little bit for not moving forward on some of those ideas that you're passionate about, some of those things that you really want to see happen. So really be aware of your self-talk this month. Listen to the words that you use when you are in conversation with yourself and when you're in conversation with others too. Because those words that you use, whoever you're talking to, those words create your reality, and those are the words that your reality is created from. So really being gentle with yourself in these moments, and know that they will pass. I mean, the people on this card, they're in a boat. It is a card of movement. However, these swords are stuck in front of the boat, so they can't really see where they're going. They could be going around in circles for all we know. We're not really sure. So be aware of when you stick swords in front of yourself. For many of you, it's going to be self-sabotage that'll get you to this place. So really making that conscious decision if you want to continue those patterns of self-sabotage, if you want to continue those patterns of sticking swords in front of you so you can't see where you're going. Card number 4 is your good fortune, blessings, and abundance, and we have the 7 of Swords. I think here the real blessing this month is that you do have so many ideas, that you do have so many projects that you want to see manifest in your life. I think for you, it's almost like you have too many ideas, so sometimes it's a little too much to carry. However, the real blessing is that you do have those ideas, because for some people, that creative block exists even before the idea stage. So it's hard to even come up with ideas for moving forward. However, you have a little bit of the opposite problem. You have so many ideas, and then there's not really the action being taken place after those ideas. It really stops at the idea phase. So I think what you're really working with this month is taking action. So really stepping into that solar plexus energy, into that fire energy, into that yang energy, and going out there and taking small baby steps towards the things that you want to see happen in your life. That energy is available to you this month, so those ideas are going to come bubbling back up, and it's really up to you to make the conscious decision if you want to take action on those ideas or not. But those ideas will definitely be there. I think it is going to be a little bit of a process sorting out what ideas you want to keep and what ideas you kind of want to just toss away, or maybe just keep on the back burner for later. Like, keep them in your head, but choose those things that you want to put your focus towards. I feel like you are really benefiting from having one thing to focus on, or one or two, just narrowing it down a little bit, narrowing down and kind of creating for yourself tunnel vision, but in a more positive way, just having something to focus on. So for you, I think the blessing here is that you are going to be able to sort through all of these ideas and really figure out what's important to you and figure out what you want to take action on. And that'll really be a catalyst for this next chapter in your life to begin. Card number 5 is this month's lessons. And we have the 9 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords are those thoughts that keep us up at night. There's they are those worries, those anxieties, that mind chitter chatter that just runs through our head constantly. So your lessons are going to be all about these energies. There is going to be some degree of inner conflict this month, and it is going to be a little bit overwhelming at times. So you're really being challenged in your lesson here, working with the 6, 7, and 9 of swords is really working with those thought patterns and working with the words that you speak as well out loud, whether they're to yourself, to your friends, to your family, to your pets, whoever the audience is. So it's really important for you to be aware of those words that you're using, because those words will ultimately determine if you move forward or if you stay directing your boat going around in circles. So really working with those thoughts and really finding an outlet for them too. I definitely recommend some form of creative expression, whether it's writing or drawing or painting or dancing or whatever it is. It's always different for everybody. So this concludes your Tarotscope reading for March 2016. As always, it was an honor and an absolute pleasure. If you're interested in a personalized reading, please check out the link to my Etsy. You'll find it in the description below. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend.